We're on.
Number one, come. Yeah, come right over in here, right here. Kind of bounce it out.
We're on.
We on? We live? All
We're
right,
live.
let's get it. All right, Shalom. We come week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of this sinful kingdom. Also spiritually known as Sodom and Egypt. You know, and before we get started, we're going to give all praises to the Heavenly Father and His true name. Ka, Halayim, La, Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Rakah, Kodash, Ma'amah. And also, we would like to give a double honors to our elder apostles and their elders, as well as our elder, this camp of Herwan Bani Yasharal. And without further ado, all right, yeah, that's beautiful, beautiful introduction. What's happening? All right, I was watching a lesson that the elder Herwan had recently posted about our people being simple-minded, and what that open-mindedness and being simple can lead them to, right? Because you got the wicked on the earth, Esau, who's being led to their own demise, to their own destruction, and anybody that follows that is going to fall into that same pit that they're digging for, that the Lord has them digging for themselves. So we always have to make sure we're maintaining focus and being circumspect at all times. Because just like how Eve was wholly seduced by the serpent in the garden, that woman Israel was wholly seduced by that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, that was bounded for 1,000 years, and he was loose after those 1,000 years for a little season. And that season is now for him to deceive the whole earth. Well, within that deception, he's going to be led to his own demise and destroyed. And anything that cleaves onto that and falls behind with it is going to be destroyed right along with it. Somebody get that Psalm 64?
This is Psalm 64 and 1. It says, "Hear my voice, O Yahweh, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy."
Are you sure it was 64, bro? Keep going.
Was it like verse 6?
Verse 5, 6.
Okay.
It says, "Hide me from the
Okay, there it is. Yeah.
hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked."
Right. So the Lord, that's the prophet asking the Lord to hide him from the secret counsel of the wicked. That's the same thing we ask and pray for in these times, because it ain't gonna be all just by brute force. You know, this devil is gonna finesse his way into getting people to go off. You know, it's gonna be strategies used behind it. It's like how the serpent was more crafty than any beast for the field. Esau is set up in that same spirit. They're so crafty that they fooled them damn self. That's how the Lord got them set up. Keep going.
It says, "Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity."
Right, and that's all they are, workers of iniquity, man. All right, they continue and dwell in sin and wickedness, because that's what the root of them. That's what they are the root of. That's why the scripture says the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. So it's nothing that they don't turn wicked. They're born wicked. All right, keep going.
It says, "Who wet their tongue like a sword."
Right, so it says life and death are in the power of the tongue, man. So their tongue is full of mischief and lies and deceit. All right, and they wet their tongue like a sword, man. They've got a lot of blood in their mouth. I mean, they kill with the words that they use. Keep going.
And bend their bows to shoot their arrows.
Right, and all the adversity that they throw at the righteous, man. All that, like this system that's set up to keep us in bondage and try to force our people into iniquity, right? Is another dart that they're throwing at the righteous. Go ahead.
It says, "Even bitter words."
Come on.
They that shoot. It says they may shoot in secret at the perfect.
Right. So now they so crafty with it. They're doing all this in silence and secret, and don't nobody know who's shooting the arrows. And not only if you're in the know, if you've been enlightened by Yahweh, by Shem Yahushua and the Spirit of the Lord, to see the fiery darts of the wicked. Somebody get
Oh,
go ahead.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 83 and 3. It says they have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden one.
Right. So the Lord has a secret, just like how Esau has a secret. His secret are his lies and deception. Right. The Lord's secret are his elect that he's preserving. Right. And separating from the counsel of the wicked and protecting from the counsel of the wicked. Keep going.
It says, for they have consulted together with one consent.
That's why Hitler said that the America has the Most High's precious jewels, man. Go ahead. But America convinced the whole nation, the whole world, to go against convince the whole world that we're the ones that are the enemy. Go ahead.
It says, for they have consulted together with one consent, they are confederate against thee.
All right, so they all join the confederacy against the children of the Lord. And ultimately, it's going to lead them to their own destruction. All right, but what does it say? All they that bend the bow shoot at her because she has striven against the Lord. Go ahead.
Go back on Psalm 64.
Yeah, somebody give me, I think it's Ephesians 6 or something.
It's Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 13. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand.
Right, so we'll be able to quench, and the Lord is quenching the fiery darts of the wicked that Esau, the so-called Caucasian race, has put out there to destroy the minds of our people. Huh? Quick. I mean, it is what it is. All right, so we ask the Lord to keep us from the secret counsel of the wicked. We don't want to have parts and partakers of what they got coming, because what they have coming is destruction. We want everlasting life. Just like the serpent in the garden told Eve, he lied about the part that you wouldn't die. Yeah, you will become God's understanding and knowing good and evil, but the part that you won't die, we died in sin. We're laid in iniquity because of that first transgression that carried on throughout generation after generation after generation. And Yahweh Shai was put forth to purge that out of the nation of Israel. Say that, what's that? Yeah.
Genesis chapter 3, I'm going to start at verse 2. And the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, Yahweh hath said, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die.
Right, so if you touch iniquity, if you touch sin, that's what brings forth death for the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who are the children of Israel, the Most High Yahweh's chosen people. And he gave us a deliverer, a savior. His name is Yahushai, which just means he's delivers. All right, so these are the things that we need to know to quench the fiery darts of the wicked and to be preserved to that evil day and reap salvation. Go ahead.
Verse 4, and the serpent said unto the woman, ye shall not surely die, for Yahweh doeth know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil.
But let me tell you what comes with the responsibility of being woke or having your third eye open, like they try to say, right? The great responsibility behind that, knowing how to conduct yourself with this knowledge, right? They didn't know how to conduct themselves, so the Lord took us through this so we could understand what good and evil is, but not to be partakers of it and to be pulled away from it. All right, but you got 2/3 of our people that are still stuck in the mud, walling around with the pigs and thinking that they're not dirty. They're filthy, man. Keep going. Oh, go ahead.
It says, this is Matthew 7 and 19. 18. A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit. Neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit.
So that tree that was in the midst of the garden, could nothing good come of that tree. That's why the Lord told us to stay away from that tree. But we could eat of the other trees in the garden. So we could gain the knowledge of the other trees in the garden. But that particular tree, the Lord told us to leave alone. And now in these times, we're seeing why.
Guess what that tree is?
What? The fruit.
And the fruit is the wisdom of this world. So the Lord told us not to eat of the wisdom of this world.
Right.
Instead, eat of the wisdom that comes from him.
And that's being explained in what in 1 Corinthians chapter 1 and chapter 2.
Right. We're the trees that bear that fruit. We're the trees that bear that fruit, whether it's good or bad. All right. One more for you. This is the righteous. You got the bad tree we just read. And then you got the good tree right here. Isaiah 61 and 3. To appoint unto them that mourn in Zion, to give unto them beauty for ashes, the oil of joy for mourning, the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness, that they might be called trees of righteousness.
So imagine if we had that ointment right at the time in the midst of the garden when the serpent came. We'd have had recollection that that tree doesn't bring forth good fruit, and we'd be able to understand and obtain that knowledge and not be corrupted. Go ahead.
That ye might be called trees of righteousness, the planting of Yahweh, that he might be glorified.
And that's how we glorify the Lord, man, through righteousness, through bearing the fruit of righteousness. Like I said, life and death are in the power of the tongue. Esau was set up to put forth lies. Jacob was set up to put forth healing and speak the truth, man. Esau was sent to destroy. Jacob was sent to heal. And they're both doing it through the sake of what they're speaking. All right, what fruit do they bear? You shall know them by their fruits. That was it.
Deuteronomy 30 and 15. See, I have set before thee this day life and good, and death and evil.
And so that's the differences in the trees, man. Huh? Okay. That's the differences in between the trees. So going all the way back in the garden, where the Lord told us not to eat off the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, here we are today, laden in sin. Because the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans need to understand that their true calling is to turn back to Yahweh by Shem Yahushai and repent. That is our calling, not Christianity. Go ahead. Let's go back to Ephesians.
Right, that rotten fruit, that evil fruit, it also deals with the wiles of the devil. And the fiery darts of Satan, man. You know?
And basically, like the elder was saying, right? The wisdom of this world causes you to react to everything carnally. It does nothing for the spirit. All it does is help you indulge into the flesh. So now, when you separate yourself from the wisdom of this world and obtain to the Holy Spirit the wisdom of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, Yahweh being the Father's true name, all right, Yahushai being his son's name, we need to know these things in order to be able to obtain that wisdom, the true wisdom, all right? So now, separating the wisdom from this world, from the wisdom of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, when you have the wisdom of the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, you move according to the Spirit. Because if you move according to the graces of this world, you become an enemy to the Lord. And our people have been developed into an enemy because they have their mind filled with the wrong thing. So they become simple-minded, being open-minded. Everybody tells you, oh, you got to be more open-minded. No. No, I don't. I have to be more secure in what I believe in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, which is the truth. Right? So now that's what it means in Ephesians by putting on the whole armor of the Most High. We have to be, now just think about it. Go back to the garden. If we had the whole armor then, we wouldn't have been subject to the wiles of the devil. It's the same thing today. We're in the wilderness today. Esau has made the whole world a wilderness.
They're having the whole armor on, but having chinks in the armor.
Come.
You know, people have armor, but they have holes in the armor. Just like a canister that's not sealed, the ingredients inside will usually mildew.
Come.
So it's better to seal it. So that's why the Lord said we got to be sealed.
Come. Because if your mind is sealed, there's no way for any type of false wavering doctrine to get in. You gotta go ahead.
Yeah, because usually they would send off a papyrus, a letter, and it would have a seal on it, a signature.
Come.
But if that seal was broken, that means somebody probably corrupted the letter.
Come.
So they would have the seal, it had to be perfect.
Right. So now we become the papyrus, that letter, and our minds become sealed. So if any wavering form of doctrine gets into our mind, the letter could be distorted. Just like how the elder was saying. So we have to make sure our mind is sealed in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai in the spirit of truth in order to give the proper message to those that are appointed to listen. Go ahead.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 14, verse 4. These are they which were not defiled with women, for they are virgins. These are they which follow the Lamb wheresoever he goeth. These were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits unto Yahweh and to the Lamb.
Right. So those are the ones that are called virgin, meaning they weren't tainted with any type of form of doctrine or philosophies of man. They were sealed by the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, all the way to the end. And what did they do? They brought forth more fruit in the spirit of the Lord. And say, he that believeth on me, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water. And everybody knows the strongest trees are the ones that are behind the good water. They become the most nourished trees. So You can be either a corrupt tree, all right, that's going to eventually wither away, or you can become a strong tree in the Lord that's going to become stronger and stronger all the way to the end until we rule this earth. And we're going to rule it in righteousness. Go ahead.
Right, because we're supposed to be virgins, meaning what? Pure.
Come on.
So if it was a canister of oil, you want that oil to be pure, and you want to be able to trim that oil for your lamp. Right? You want pure oil. But others that teach false doctrine, they have this corrupted and diseased oil.
Come on.
Ecclesiastes 10:1. Dead flies cause the ointment of the apothecary, which is like a physician,
Come on.
to send forth a stinking savor.
Come on.
So that a little folly, him that is in reputation for wisdom, Oslaki, and so doeth a little folly, him that is in reputation for wisdom and honor. So if they have wisdom and honor, if they have false doctrine within that, what they're teaching, then it's corrupt.
Come on.
It's completely corrupt.
All right, look at Nate from IUIC.
Yeah, or as Christians, they shit is like mildew.
Yeah.
But us in this truth, it's pure oil.
Come on.
That's why he said that virgins.
Come on. Hey, somebody get Songs of Solomon. I think it's 1 and 3 or 1 and. It happens. No, Songs of Solomon.
It's an Old Testament?
Yeah, right after Ecclesiastes. Which verse? I think it's chapter 1.
This is Songs of Solomon.
Started 2, verse 2.
Songs of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 2. It says, "Let him kiss me with the kisses of his mouth, for thy love is better than wine."
All right, kiss the son and let thee be angry, and you perish out of the way. So we have to receive the words of Yahweh by Shema Shai to have that proper oil to trim the lamps. All right, keep going.
It says, "Because of the savor of thy good ointment."
The savor of that good ointment, because it's untainted. It's pure, man. The words of Yahweh by Shema Shai are pure. I started stuttering. Go ahead.
It says, "Because of the savor of thy good ointments, thy name is as ointment poured forth. Therefore do the virgins love thee."
Ooh, there go them virgins again, man. That love Yahweh by Shema Shai and those words. They love to be spoken to. Like he said, you believe on him, he knocks at the door opens, him and the Father come down and sit and sup with you, man. You know what type of conversation go on at the dinner table? So imagine what the Lord is in your mind speaking on when he sits down and sups with you and you're supping with him. What is he doing? He's getting rid of all the mortal thoughts that you accumulated over your lifespan in this earth and putting those pure everlasting thoughts of his mind, making you one as they are one, as the Son is the one with the Father. So now you become one joined unto them. So it can become sanctified in the words of Yahweh by Shema Shai, meaning being sanctified in the truth.
Psalms 12 and 6. I got 2 words. The words of Yahweh are pure words, as silver tried in a furnace of earth, purified 7 times.
So this is our stability that's going to help us last and dodge the fiery darts of the wicked. And guess what? We can be help to those that are trying to do the same thing. We can help them find a place of refuge. As they come to you, you become that place of refuge or that fortress because you come in the name of the Lord and you're bringing them where? To the Lord. We're bringing them to Yahweh Shai, who's going to bring us all to Yahweh, man. So now you become that hiding place, all right, from the destruction, because you're being covered under Yahweh by Shema Shai, and whoever receives a prophet receives a prophet's reward.
Right. And it says as silver tried in the furnace of earth. And it said what? We're tried in the furnace of adversity. So it says also purified 7 times. What does that mean? Every time means to completion. All the way up until now, to the end time. What does it say? Entering into holy souls. The word, the wisdom, filling up their cup. And every time it's been in their vessels, they've been tried upon this earth. And they've never been confounded. So it's been the Lord's word has been tried 7 times through his men.
And never been confounded. Somebody get Sirach 2 and 10 real quick.
That's right. I got one more for you. Hopefully I'm taking off topic.
No, this is good.
Proverbs 15 and 26. The thoughts of the wicked are an abomination to Yahweh.
Ooh, come on, man. We're gonna have to come back to that again too.
You know, yeah.
That's gonna take me right back into where I'm going. All right, somebody get Sirach 2 and 10 real quick.
This is Sirach, chapter 2, verse 10. Look at the generations of old and see.
The word of the Lord has been tried 7 times. So every time a prophet comes on this earth in the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, he's never been confounded. Go ahead.
Sirach 2 and 10. Look at the generations of old and see. Did ever any trust in the Lord? It was confounded.
It ain't never happened. But how many times have you been confounded trusting in the wiles of the devil? It's an everlasting condemnation, all right? So that's the condemnation on the whole earth. That light has came on the earth because this earth is filled with darkness, man. Go ahead.
Or did any abide in his fear? It was forsaken.
Boom, now abiding in the fear of the Lord. The first scripture that we brought out, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, man. And how do we do that? Somebody get Psalms 91 real quick.
91.
Yeah, Psalms 91. So we got to put on the whole armor of Yahweh by Shem Yahushua.
91.
Everybody wants, listen. Right. Hey, every time you get suited up, right? Notice you got a lot of people around here naked. Running around naked.
I'm getting that scripture, walking naked.
Right. They walking naked, so we gotta be covered up, man. We gotta be covered by Yahweh by Shem Yahushua, man. All right, go ahead. Psalm 91.
This is Psalms 91. He that dwelleth in the secret places of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty.
All right, so we're being hid from a secret counsel of the wicked, meaning we're covered by Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. Right, that is our covering. That is our protection. The name of the Lord is our protection. The name of the Lord is going to guide us all the way to salvation. Go ahead. Come on. The truth. Yes.
I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in him I will trust.
Boom. So we're trusting in Yahweh by Shem Yahushua because his word has been tried 7 times, meaning completion. You got one? No, I thought you had a precept. All right, go ahead. Oh, go ahead.
That's a full soldier right there, man. He said, thy truth shall be thy shield and buckler. And then until you put on the whole armor, the helmet of faith, the breastplate of righteousness.
Telling you what to cover yourself with.
Yeah, then until you endure hardness as a good soldier. We're gladiators in the spirit. We actually literally fighting a real battle.
And once you understand that, your outlook on the truth is totally different, man. Once you understand what the Lord, not what we signed up for, what the Lord signed us up for. See, Esau be having recruiters going out there and bringing you in to sign you, and you be, you know what I'm saying, having drafts and stuff like that. The Lord has his chosen people that he chose, right, to be that governing body that's gonna persuade the ones and show the ones his power that's meant to believe, man. While we're out here fighting in the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, there's actually people out here hoping to see that fight, but their eyes just haven't been open to it yet. Well, the moment their eyes are open and they see your true value, you got to realize your true value that the Lord put upon you, right? There's a reason why people on this earth hold you to a level of accountability that they won't hold anybody else. We're thinking that it's that person that we're dealing with. No, it's the Lord through those people exposing and letting us know what the accountability that he's holding us to. So now we have a different level of responsibility and role on this earth than anybody else, being his elect. Lord willing, I'm part of that number. So understanding that, we should hold ourselves to that higher standard, like the Lord is holding us to. Not that we have to look down upon anybody else, but what are we doing? We're looking up towards the Lord and showing everybody else the path that's meant to go there. So you're gonna have people that just turn and believe in the Lord just because of the fight that you're putting up for the Lord. It's not all about, how many scriptures you break down. You gotta have the truth, but what are you doing with the truth? What type of example are you setting on this earth with the truth? Because you see what type of example that the wicked are setting. So now we're asking the Lord to hide us from the fiery darts of the wicked. Go ahead, put that Ephesians again. Somebody else had a precept?
It's Ephesians.
All right, you want to get it up? Okay. All right.
Proverbs 15 and 26. The thoughts of the wicked are an abomination to Yahweh, but the words of the pure are pleasant words, man.
And those words of the pure are not even their words, because they're the words of Yahweh by Shem Yahushua being spoken. But guess what? You have to be purged and become pure. How do we become pure? Somebody get John 15:1, please. How do we become purified? The Lord has to speak to us. He has to come down and sup with us in order for us to become purified.
15:5.
15:1.
This is John 15:1.
15:1.
John 15:1. I am the true vine, and my Father is the husbandman.
Right.
Every branch in me that breatheth not fruit, he taketh away.
Right. So now the Lord taking away the ones that are not bringing fruit. Right. And then he's preserving the ones that are bringing forth bad fruit all the way to the end. Hold that right there. Somebody get 2 Peter 2:9 real quick.
2 Peter chapter 2 and verse 9. The Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptation.
So all we got to do is trust the Lord, because even though the temptation, the trying times get so hard to our fleshly mind feels like we can't bear it, the Lord has already brought us through it. We only see the beginning of things. The Lord sees it all the way through, all the way to the end. So all we have to do is stand in the understanding that we've been given by Yahweh by Shem Yahushua to create that endurance. Endurance doesn't come overnight. It takes work. Just like when you want to get muscle endurance, you get more reps. Lighter weight, more reps. Then the Lord said his burden is light. So we got to get out here more reps. You get what I'm saying? You got to do more. We don't want to do the heavy lifting of the world. We want to do the light, repetitious lifting of Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. Keep going.
And to reserve the unjust until the day of judgment to be punished.
Boom. So the Lord is preserving them to be punished. Go ahead, Saquon.
Ecclesiasticus 1:16. To fear Yahweh is fullness of wisdom, and filleth men with her fruits.
Boom. And that's how we get filled with the Spirit of the Lord, man. And that's the fruit that you want to be filled with, not the fruit of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Now we're seeing what wickedness does on the earth. Right now, we're seeing it. So now we're the ones sighing and crying for all the abominations that are done in the midst of our people, man. Yeah, we get pissed off to see our people in that dead state of mind, to where they go with every wind of doctrine, everything is cool with them. Oh, okay, getting blown this way, getting blown that way. It gets super depressing to see our people in the state of mind that they're in. See our young men, all they want to do is talk about killing. You know, and all our young women, all they want to talk about is twerking. That's the mindset of our people. It's all out war going over on the so-called Middle East, but our people are sitting watching TikTok all day. You get what I'm saying? That's the state of mind. Our people aren't ready for this war. That's why the Lord prepared 7,000, meaning completion, that haven't turned to Baal, or calling after Baalim, or calling the Lord after false names, that truly believe in Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. Those are the virgins. All right, go ahead.
It's John 15. Start from the top again.
Start from the top again.
John 15:1. I am the true vine, and my Father is the husbandman.
All right, so now this is how we get protected from the fiery darts of the wicked. We got to follow the path that Yahweh Shai laid out for us. Go ahead.
Every branch in me that beareth not fruit, he taketh away.
And how the Lord gonna take it away? With destruction. Some kind of way you're gonna be out of here. Go ahead.
And every branch that beareth fruit, he purgeth it, that it may bring it forth more fruit.
So you gotta prune a tree. You ever prune a tree? You see that little milky stuff that comes out of it after you prune it and trim it? That's the plant it's the plant bleeding, so to speak. So the Lord has to take us through these different types of afflictions in order for us to become purified. Because that pain is what is going to make you want to let go of this world. Because that pleasure makes you want to hold on to it. So just imagine if it's just all pleasurable, coming into the truth. You're going to try to mix the world with the truth. Go ahead.
Sirach chapter 34, and I'm going to start at verse 9. A man that hath travailed knoweth many things, and he that hath much experience will declare wisdom.
And that's how we get it. The best teacher of wisdom is experience. So now we experience what the knowledge of good and evil is. We don't like it. We don't like the way the earth is right now. There's no resting here. So we rest in the Lord, and then we'll get our physical rest when he shows up and manifests what we've already feeling in the spirit. Go ahead.
He purges it.
Call out where you at.
I was like, John 15, back at 2. Every branch in me that beareth not fruit, he taketh away, and every branch that beareth fruit, he purgeth it, that it may bring forth more fruit.
Right.
Now ye are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you.
All right, now that's how we become clean. We're no more filthy. So guess what? We have a new covering. We have on the white garment, the garment of righteousness. All right, we have on the whole armor of Yahweh by Shema Shai by receiving his word, man. John 17:17 says, sanctify them through thy truth. Thy word is truth. All right, so that's how we're covered. All right, let's get back to this Ephesians real quick.
It's the book of Ephesians, chapter
We're gonna go
6,
back to that Psalms.
and verse 13. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai.
So you can't take on partial armor. You can't take on understanding you're an Israelite but don't know the name. You can't take on, you know the name, but you don't know what the MOTB is. You got to put on the whole armor of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Not having a full doctrine is going to have you have kinks in your armor, and that way the devil will be able to pierce through, and you become wounded. Not wounded, not afflicted to your perfection, but wounded to your destruction. That's when you get wavering, when you got open spots in your garment, that's when you become weak. I mean, in your armor, that's when you become weak, man. So in order to become strong in the Lord, you have to have on the whole armor from head to toe. That's why Ezekiel said, consume the whole roll, man. You got a precept? Go ahead.
This is the book of John, chapter 18, verse 9. That the saying might be fulfilled, which he spake of them, which thou gavest me, have I lost none.
The Lord ain't gonna have no casualties in this war. The Lord's not gonna have any casualties in this war. He ain't gonna lose not a nail one. All that are strong in the Lord, all of them are gonna be kept.
What's that called? Flawless victory?
Flawless victory. Flawless victory, man. The Lord got 100%. Go ahead.
And it's 2 Peter chapter 2 and verse 11. Whereas angels which are greater in power and might bring not railing accusations against them before the Lord. So just going back into how a prophet is going to be kept. A prophet always came and was never confounded. Even the angels that are watching over them, helping them, as pertaining to Psalms 91, helping them not dash their foot up against a stone, won't them dwelling in the flesh, they don't give a evil or wicked railing accusation against them.
Yeah, man, because
TGAs and all that. Angels ain't up there saying that. Like,
no.
Wicked ass,
nah, angels are up there rejoicing at the work that we're doing. You know, ready to come help. Ready at all means, ready to show out when the Lord give them the green light. Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 41 and 10. It says, fear thou not, for I am with thee. It says, be not dismayed, for I am thy God, thy power. It says, I will strengthen thee, yea, I will help thee. Yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness. So, hey, with the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua been on our side, he gonna be for he been for his people, the righteous, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. And the wicked, they won't be able to prevail against us, man. Cause why? We have our powers beside us, man.
Right. You're gonna see the Lord take a worm to defeat and destroy a whole nation. A worm, bro. Said, fear not. The worm is the most helpless creature, man. My son, like, he has like an earthworm. He has a certain level of compassion for earthworms. He likes to get up early in the morning, and when he sees them on the sidewalk, takes them and put them in the grass and put them. Well, he likes to put them in the dirt where they need to be to get nutrients, man. And that's kind of like what we're doing in the spirit of the Lord. We see the worms on the sidewalk getting baked by the sun, being afflicted by this world, and we're taking them, put them in the good ground. You get what I'm saying? Those that haven't already withered away and that are stuck to the sidewalk, you can't get them off. So initially, that's what we do in the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, but we have to make sure we have on the whole armor first, because guess what? We could be tainting something that's meant to be purified. You know what I'm saying? So,
picking up a scorpion instead of picking up a worm.
Or picking up a scorpion instead of picking up a worm, man. Okay. That's why I said cast out your pearls before swine. All right, come on back to this Ephesians.
It's back in Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 14. Stand therefore having your loins girded.
Standing therefore having your loins girded, not kneeling over, not acting like you're tired. I remember being in football practice when the coach was like, anybody tired? I wish somebody would say yeah. I wish somebody would say yeah. Because nobody, you don't know what tired is, man. We're not tired. That's the mind playing tricks on you, man. We are vibrant. We're young in the spirit. The Lord gave us a newness of life. We have more energy spiritually than we ever had since we've been on this earth. I mean, since we've been on this earth, we're about to get our true power back, man. All right, that's something to be very excited over, man. That's something to rejoice about. That's something to stand tall about. Not standing tall, not standing, now I'm standing on this block, this is my block. No. Ready to step on something about a street that's owned by the housing authority. This doesn't make any sense. But we got to go through affliction like her shirt says, man. Go ahead.
It's back in Ephesians chapter 6, verse 14. Stand therefore having your loins girt about with truth and having on the breastplate of righteousness.
Ooh, now that's a fit that you look in the mirror like, read that again. That's a fit that, come on, now you know when you put on something nice and you look at yourself in the mirror, you want to look perfect. This is how we look perfect in the spirit. The Lord is decorating us, decorating the men and adorning the women, the true righteous women, the true righteous men. We're getting our clothing, man, from Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Go ahead.
It's back in Ephesians 6 and 14. Stand therefore having your loins girt about with truth and having on the breastplate of righteousness and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace.
And that's gonna be the light to your path. The gospel of peace, the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Not no Jordan. Not no Jordan. You can tell when everybody got a particular pair of shoes that they love to wear and they love to put stuff with it to make them shoes pop out. You can tell when somebody got on a pair of shoes that they love because they all of a sudden become slew-footed. They stand with their feet out like this. That's how we have to stand firm in the Lord, take pride in what he's given us, man. People don't understand the gift that the Lord given us because at one point in time, we didn't understand nothing, bro, but we thought we knew everything. Hosea 4 and 6 says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, and the Lord is giving that back to us. So now that we're no longer destroyed, even though the world views us as being destroyed as nothing. But the Lord has given us our power back through wisdom. But you got stupid idiots out there that want to use brute force. They want to use Esau tactics, knowing that's not the way the Lord taught us how to be.
This is Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 22. It says, for my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge. So our people are foolish, and they have not known the Lord. Sottish means stupid or habitual offender, you know, and they don't have any understanding of what's right, of the truth. They are wise to do evil, like the bishop was saying. They want to pull up. They want to be out on the streets and fight carnally like Esau. But when they come down to doing good, they don't have no knowledge of it. When they come down to being obedient to the Heavenly Father, they don't have no knowledge on how to really do that.
Right, because Esau ain't going to tell them. So Esau going to pull them way further away from the Lord than they already are. So if you fall behind the one-trick pony, you're gonna lead. That's going to lead you to your destruction. Go ahead, Zariel.
Esau going to give them incentives to be wicked.
Come on.
Meek Mill said it. He said they get paid more for talking about what's that? Folly. 50 Cent said it too. He said, "Yo, they don't believe in love. They believe in magic." He said, "When you start rapping about magic, you make more money." And by saying magic, he talking about witchcraft. By putting people to sleep. Everything dealing with darkness, man. So they incentivize you to be wicked in this society. You report, you know, shrimp, lobster, killing.
Folly is set in great dignity.
Right.
Go ahead.
This is 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 13, going off the Ephesians, the 14th verse. Wherefore, gird up the loins of your mind, be sober, and hope to the end for the grace that is to be brought unto you at the revelation of Yahushua HaMashiach.
Well, you want to speak on it a little bit? Because you got it out with pride. All right, go ahead. Read it one more time. You just read it so good. Go ahead.
1 Peter chapter 1, verse 13. Wherefore, gird up the loins of your mind, be sober, and hope to the end for the grace that is to be brought unto you at the revelation of Yahushua HaMashiach.
And so, you know what? For the grace that's going to be brought unto us for the revelation of Yahushua HaMashiach. Do you know what's going to happen when the world sees Yahweh Bashim Yahushua? They're going to see us for who we are, because we're going to be like him when he shows up, man. We shall be it's going to be not only a revelation to the whole world, but it's going to be in a revelation to ourselves. because our hope at that moment becomes a reality to the rest of the world, even though it's a reality to us. It's only just hope because the world hasn't seen it.
Made manifest.
It hasn't been made manifest to the rest of the world. But our faith and our hope is what other people would think is make-believe, but it's concrete belief. It's concrete belief on what's gonna happen. Just because you ain't seen it yet don't mean it ain't true.
Come on, I gotta push up.
Go ahead.
Hold on, guys. I gotta get it.
You gotta go ahead.
I watched a movie last night called Killers of the Flower Moon. And the guy said unto another guy, he's like, you know, we have to get out of the situation, right? And we have to get out of it quick. And, you know, a lot of people, they believe in miracles and you know, big signs and stuff like that. He's like, those don't happen anymore. Those don't happen anymore. Now we have to do it like this. And he had to go buy some paperwork and do some wicked shit. But and just the way the bishop was saying, those miracles happen around us every day, but people don't have the eyes to see it. Those miracles are going to be made, are going to be, people are going to have the eyes to see it more and more as this wicked society falls.
And the reason why they don't have the eyes to see it, because the Lord doesn't want them to see it until it's to the point where they have no choice. The Lord doesn't want to give people that if you're not chosen, He gonna keep you in that strange delusion all the way till the end. Then when that revelation comes to you, you're gonna realize that some shall wake up to shame and everlasting contempt, and some shall wake up to everlasting life. So at the point you come into this truth, you know you enter into the Lord's rest, which is everlasting life. But at the point of destruction, right? At the point of destruction, we're gonna have 2/3 of our people that are gonna wake up and realize, oh, they're the wicked. You know, and that's gonna be their contempt. They're not gonna wear any shame in the kingdom. That shame is gonna be over with. But when they're born into the kingdom, they're gonna have a recollection like, oh, I must have been one of the ones that was. But they ain't gonna have to wear that. It's not like we're gonna be on them like, yeah, you no, because guess what? Listen, they done already lived their judgment out. Now they're here to reap their reward.
They're gonna wear that shame before the wisdom of Solomon chapter 5.
Come on.
You know, by the time they realize the door is open, it's gonna be closed.
Come on.
Quick, peace
By
out.
the time they realize the door is even there, the door is shut.
Door gonna be shut. There was a door there? Go ahead.
It's the book of Revelations, chapter 17 and verse 8. The beast that thou sawest was and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit and go into perdition. And they that dwell on the earth shall wonder, whose names were not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world, when they behold the beast that was and is not and yet is.
They're gonna realize that's what they've been following the whole time.
They're gonna wonder. They're gonna wonder. They're wondering after, like, wow, they beguiled by this shit. Bedazzled by America, all the lust and the luxuries here.
Con. And that's funny. That's funny because that movie Bedazzled is about a dude that kept getting his wishes to do whatever he wanted to do on the earth. Remember that shit? He would get the wishes, and it was a woman. Did she have a red dress on every time she showed up? Yeah, she was the devil, right? That's exactly how America's set up. Go ahead, Rakan. You sure?
Yeah, I can still bring it out.
Yeah.
Romans 3:3.
That's perfect.
For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of Yahweh without effect?
No, just because they don't believe that they fall in the wiles of the devil, that don't mean that this because their logical way of thinking that they're going to be preserved for salvation. No, you falling behind the devil, you're going to reap that devil's reward. You follow, you know, whoever receives a prophet receives a prophet's reward. Whoever receives the devil's going to receive the devil's reward. Bottom line. Are some more on that? All right, go ahead.
This is Proverbs chapter 20, verse 17. Bread of deceit is sweet to a man, but afterwards his mouth shall be filled with gravel. I'm just bringing that out. That's how you end up being found with that gall in your mouth, man. You know, you take in the philosophies of this world, right? And then that's how you end up with that gall in your mouth, man.
That's like somebody falling asleep in the damn graveyard, dreaming, thinking they eating pasta.
Dirt,
you know this false doctrine. All the lust of this world, you don't realize they've been dwelling in iniquity the whole time. They be eating the devil's pie.
Devil's pie, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate. Go ahead.
Pie got gravel in it.
Teeth all broke. I didn't even think about it like that. Yeah, they biting gravel, their teeth gonna be gone. Meaning, in scripture when they talk about their teeth, talk about their might. So now their might is gonna crumble, right before their eyes when the Lord shows up and destroy everything that they had hopes for. And understanding this is the creator of the whole earth that is doing this, so there's no way out of that. No way out. Somebody has a precept? Go ahead.
This is just to back up Zaquan about when he said, our people caught up in iniquities. This is Proverbs chapter 5, verse 22. It says, his own iniquities shall take the wicked himself.
You gotta bring that out again, too.
And he shall be holden with the cords of his sin. So the iniquity of the wicked is going to overtake them and destroy them. They're going to be bound with the cords of their sin, meaning it's going to stick to them. It's going to hold on to them, and it's going to be an indication that they were living wicked and living in iniquity.
Esau, prime example, man. That's why the title of this lesson is, he that diggeth a pit shall fall therein. And anybody that's falling behind this devil that's digging this pit gonna fall in it right along with him, man. Okay, go ahead. Let me go come down this way.
This is the book of Wisdom in Solomon, chapter 5, verse 3. And they were repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit, within, saying, shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision, and a proverb of reproach.
And that's not only Esau and these other nations that's gonna be saying that, but 2/3 of our people are gonna be saying that same thing. They're the ones that are gonna wake up to everlasting shame and contempt. Ooh, Beethoven.
I was thinking that same.
Go ahead. That was it. All right, go ahead. I'm one.
This is Isaiah chapter 47, verse 10. It says, for thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it have perverted thee.
Come.
And thou hast said in thy heart, I am, and none else besides me.
And that's what Esau's saying in his mind, man. And got 2/3 of our people following along in that same spirit, as if they could do something to save themselves. You can't do nothing, bro.
Nothing.
You can't even get out of this system that Esau got you locked down in. You're talking about being off the grid. Oh yeah, all right. Go ahead.
Verse 11 says, therefore shall evil come upon thee. Thou shalt not know from whence it riseth.
And ain't nobody gonna know what hit him until Yahweh shall show up. And then they're gonna be like, oh, okay. Then they're gonna know that they've been striving against the creator of all things and following behind the devil, which is Esau. Go ahead. That was it. Okay.
It says, and mischief shall fall upon thee. And mischief is trouble. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna be able to put it off from. It says, and mischief shall fall upon thee, thou shalt not be able to put it off. And desolation shall come upon thee suddenly.
Right, and that's what's going to happen to 2/3 of our people, by falling for the wiles of the devil. It's going to lead them all the way down to their destruction. Go ahead, Mazan.
All right, this is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 8 and verse 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of man is fully set in them to do evil.
Man, because when you tell people the judgment of being wicked, because it doesn't happen right then and there, and that's our people all the way, man. All the way from the beginning. At that moment, when Eve was beguiled by that dude, right, the serpent in the garden, right, didn't nothing happen right at that moment. When she brought it back to Adam, didn't nothing happen right at that moment, but their eyes became open, they realized they were naked. Right, and that's when that shame started to cover them. So what did they do? They tried to cover themselves with the other nations, try to blend it in, right? And the Lord confronted them with that. And so now that's the reason why we're in this position that we're in right now. Right? So because things don't happen immediately, you don't know what the end point is, what's going to happen. Go ahead.
Though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear Yahweh, which fear before him.
So, and it's taking a while for our reward to come too. But he's a God of long suffering, man. Go ahead.
Son, that go back to the precept the brother Thanyala brought out earlier, man. 2 Peter 2 and 9. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah know how to reserve them, you know what I'm saying, that need to be punished, and also reserve the ones that need to be delivered.
That was it. Go ahead.
It's the book of 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 16. But shun profane and vain babblings, for they will increase unto more ungodliness, and their word will eat as doth a canker.
Mazan said go to 14.
Come on, verse 14. Of these things, put them in remembrance, charging them before the Lord, that they strive not about words to no profit, but to the subverting of the hearts.
Right, so that's what we're persuading, knowing the terror of the Lord, we're persuading men, right? Trying to get them to turn to the pureness of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai and turn away from the perverseness of this world. Go ahead.
Yeah, and it said, but to the subverting of the hearers. Study to show thyself approved unto Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth, but shun profane and vain babblings, for they will increase unto more ungodliness.
Right, so that's how we stay. That's how we stay in the full armor of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai.
And their word will eat as doth a canker, of whom is Hymenaeus, and Philetus, who concerning the truth have erred, saying that the resurrection is past already, and overthrow the faith of some. Nevertheless, the foundation of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai standeth sure, having the seal, the Lord knoweth them that are his.
Right, so that there goes back to that seal. What are you sealed in? Are you sealed to destruction, or are you sealed to salvation, man?
Two more verses.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's verse 20. But in a great house there are not only vessels of gold and of silver, but also of wood and of earth, and some to honor and some to dishonor. If a man therefore purge himself from these, he shall be a vessel unto honor, sanctified and meet for the master's use, and prepared unto every good work.
And then becoming a soldier of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai on the front line. All right, you know, like everybody know when you was in high school, like, hey, what you gonna do when I get out? A lot of people in my generation said they were going to the military, and they were trying to score as high as they can score on that test, so they didn't have to be in the infantry or be out there on the front line. But here's the thing. But being in the army of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, you want to be on that front line. You want to be out there in the heat of the danger, man. You want to be out there, you know, slinging the sword of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, and not doing it in vain, and not holding your sword back in vain. Because you got people that have this knowledge and understanding that won't get out there and fight for the Lord, man. They scared. What are they scared of? They scared of the world. I mean, we ain't talking about with these. We talking about with these. That's one thing I try to teach my children, especially my boys, man. Anytime you find yourself in a situation where you have to use these to get out of because you didn't have enough wisdom to get yourself out of that situation. So stay with the full armor of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. Now, something, if you got to protect yourself and defend yourself, that's something totally different. You should never have you find yourself in, or you can just walk away. There's so many options that you have, right? Don't let pride get in the way. Pride is for the world. You know, pride is going to lead you to destruction. He put pride is for the gods and for Esau. That's it.
You got righteous pride and wicked pride.
Exactly. And there's a difference between that. Now, we are proud in our calling from Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, and we take pride in what we do, but we don't let pride get in the way to where we can't learn and grow. Go ahead.
Psalm chapter 37, verse 1. Fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity. For they shall soon be cut down like the grass and wither as the green herb. And I'm going to skip to verse 7. Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. And we don't fret ourselves because of what we see our people out here doing. They all out here coming up carnally. They got the cars, clout, the houses, females, whatever the case may be. We're focused on the will of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. Fishers of men, bringing people into it, you know, just doing his will, teaching, shining his light in this dark world. Because this place has a judgment and destruction coming to it. And we don't want to be a part of that.
Let's go ahead to the song.
All right. Start at verse 4.
Wherever you left off.
All right, got you. All right, this is the book of Psalms, 64 and verse 5. It says they encourage themselves in an evil matter.
Right.
They commune of laying snares privately. They say, "Who shall see me?"
Right. So
who shall see them?
Right. Esau likes to throw rocks and hide his hand. Right. And he like to throw bricks and live in a glass house. You know, he wants to throw them bricks, but he don't want nobody to throw them back. You know, and so he does everything in secret, right? While our people are out here in the open living in folly. So they don't even know who to point the finger at. But they're too prideful to point it at themselves and repent. Keep going.
It says they search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search.
Right. So this devil takes a lot of time with his craftiness to search out ways to keep Israel oppressed. And they accomplish a diligent search, man. The Lord set them up to be the most perfect wicked beings on this earth. So that's why they were crafted, and they were crafted from the beginning. So you got to understand what you're fighting against to understand your fight. Keep going.
It says they accomplish a diligent search.
Right. So you got our people like the Black Panthers, and you got like Islam, like during Malcolm X day. What else? Somebody said something. NFAC. All these kind of wicked, perverse ways of us getting our freedom, but they don't want to humble themselves and choose to follow the path of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, which is the only way out of this shit. The Lord set it up that way.
Like say, there's a way that seems right into it, man, but the end thereof are the ways of death, man. So if you want to tell the Lord what you got planned, hey, if you want to make the Lord laugh, tell him what you got planned, man. Right. Why? Because it's the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua that direct the steps, you know? So you want to pray to him that he directs your steps in truth.
Khan, what was that show that we watched, that Korean show that was about the game shit? That had one series? Squid Games. Now, if y'all understand the Squid Games, right? That old man was the one that set up the whole game, right? So obviously, if you're going to be on his team, you're going to make it to the end. Think about it. The Most High set up this whole playing field. You know, he set it up. So if you're on the opposing team from the person that created this whole playing field, then you're not on the winning team. Because he's not only did he set up the game, he set up the ones that are meant to win. It don't matter who look like they winning right now. Everybody get caught up in the facade of Esau standing tall right now, but the Lord is lifting him up.
Hey, come.
You know what I'm saying? The Lord he's not doing anything to be lifted up. The Lord is lifting him up. He said man, somebody get on Daniel 4:17 real quick. It's showing the reason why this game is the way it is, or this scene is the way it is.
This is Daniel chapter 4, verse 17. It says, this matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones.
The demand by the word of the holy ones, right? Keep going.
To the intent that the living may know that the Most High Yahweh ruleth in the kingdom of men.
Oh, key word right there, that the living may know. So the ones that are dead,
they know.
No, the ones that are dead ain't gonna know. The ones that are dead ain't gonna know, meaning dead in the spirit. Say that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men. So we know the reason why Esau is in his position right now, because the Most High put him there. Keep going.
17, verse 17. To the intent that the living may know that the Most High Yahweh ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basest of men.
So who is that base man right now that's set up over it? Esau, man. So the Lord set him up. So if the Lord has a path for us to follow, right? And he has a devil set up, it's like, you know, he's telling you to walk the dark path. I'm like, no, I want to go through this clear path over there. And the Lord like, no, don't go that way. Go this way. But it's thorns and bushes and it's dark and it's creeping things over there. Listen, I got you. Go that way. If you go that way, you're gonna be destroyed. Nobody wants to go through the straight. They don't want to go through the affliction. They want to go through that yellow brick road that looks glorified and glorious and good that Esau created. No, that the Lord had Esau to create as a delusion and to turn the minds of 2/3 of our people to get them to follow that path, because they're scared to follow behind the Lord because it seems dark down way. But even though that lighted path is an artificial light, that's the true darkness.
Damn.
Hey, damn, come on. Hey, even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil.
Right.
So as we walk through that dark path, hey, everybody see this shadow of death. Is it like some type of luminescent when it's not, man. Why? Because that's where everybody heading at. That's where everybody going, man. Follow not the multitude to do evil, man. That's not what you want to follow after, man. You want to follow after the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. You know, blessed are their feet, man. You know why? Because hey, that light is shining upon our feet, meaning our path, not our actual feet, man, but the path that we're going down, man.
Right. So check this out. It says, woe unto them that put good for evil and darkness for light. That's the point.
Injection.
Go ahead.
This is Isaiah chapter 5, verse 20.
There you go.
Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness.
So everybody think they're walking the lighted path, but they're really walking in darkness. So even though we're in that darkness, right? We have light on one. You want to interject them?
Hey, just real quick, you get deep enough in the ocean. I don't know the name of a fish, but it got like a little arm thing with a light on it.
Yeah,
And like
anglerfish.
the fish get attracted to it and they come to it. By the time they realize it's a predator fish, you are already about to get devoured. And that's 2/3 of our people. They get lured into this system and they gonna fall into the trap, i.e. the destruction coming to this place.
Right.
Hence 2/3 of our people are sheep led to the slaughter. They see that light at the end of the tunnel, not knowing that's artificial light, man. But you walk down this quote unquote what it looked like a dark path, we got a light guiding us all the way to the end, man. You know, and that light being the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, by you trusting in that light at the end of the tunnel over there, once you stick your head out, that shit gone.
Right. That's how they do cows in the slaughterhouse thing. When they slaughtering the cow, they have the cow's gonna naturally walk towards that light. And when they walk towards that light, when they get to it, only their head can fit through it. And once they stick their head into it, it just turns it all the way around. Yeah. And they say that's the best way to kind of preserve the meat, because once you put an animal under distress, it starts to give off chemicals in the body that make the meat go. That adrenaline can make the meat go bad. So they say it's the best humane. Man, shut up. Man, bro, that devil's such a devil.
Yeah.
But it doesn't make any sense, because that's what. But the Lord said He would choose your delusion, right? So we have 2/3 of our people that are in a delusional state of mind that they feel like that darkness is true light, but really what it is that they hate the light and they want to dwell in darkness, just because they're asleep, man. Anybody that's asleep, what's the worst thing you can do? Turn the light on. And what are they gonna do? They're gonna cover their heads up and tell you to turn that light back off. Go ahead.
This is John 3:19, and this is condemnation. That light is coming to this world, and men love darkness rather than light because their deeds were evil.
So now Esau, the so-called Caucasian race, have created darkness all throughout the whole world. How's that darkness created? Through lies and deception. That's how that darkness created. And what is that light? The light is the truth, and that's why they want to dispose of the truth, because now it exposes them of being liars. The wicked were strayed from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Meaning from the womb, they were wicked inside. So when Jacob and Esau were rumbling around in the belly, they were fighting. The battle of light and darkness was in the side of Rebecca's womb. So that spirit that was put inside her was a wicked spirit, fighting them with the righteous spirit. Now in the wound of the earth, that fight is still going on right now. So you got to understand your fight and whose side are you on? Like when Moses came off on the mount, he said, all y'all that are for Yahweh, y'all come over this side, right? And all y'all that for not, I got something for you. Now, are we physically doing that? No. But what we're doing, we're bringing out a calling to ones that have the spirit to believe in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and bringing judgment to those that do, to 2/3 that don't. All right, so, go back to that Psalms.
All right. Back in Psalms chapter 64, verse 6.
Somebody get Proverbs 28:10.
It says, they search out iniquities, they accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. It says, but Yahweh shall shoot at them with an arrow, suddenly shall they be wounded.
So the Lord's going to wound them, but right at this point in time, it doesn't appear that way. How is He going to wound them, man? Somebody get Revelation 13 real quick. 13 and 11. I think. I know it's in 13. No, it's after that. It's
Another beast.
Revelation chapter 13, verse 11, you said?
Yeah.
Revelation 13 and 11. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon.
Yeah, we're going to start with that. Keep going. All right, so now this is the birth of America, who's going to bring forth the philosophies of Rome and have our people with the mind, 2/3 of our people with the mindset of when in Rome, do what the Romans do. Keep going.
Verse 12, and he exercised all the power of the first beast before him, and caused the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed.
So the Lord shall shoot an arrow at them and wound them, right? But they try to revive Rome through America, the European Union, and NATO. But what is the Lord going to do? Right? The Lord's going to lead them all the way to their own destruction, man. It's so beautiful. So now, if you're falling behind them because they look so lavish right now, living deliciously, you know, you're going to fall right into that pit that they're digging for themselves. Keep going. Now watch how the Lord set them up, bro. All right? Now, whose deadly wound was healed, and they tried to heal her, right? Somebody get Jeremiah 50. We would have healed Babylon, but she could not be healed. Was it 50 or 51? Keep going.
Verse 13, and he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men.
Ooh, and that's a miracle that America did with bringing in nuclear war. All right, a new phase of warfare. All right, nuclear, fervent heat. Right? Didn't the Lord say that's how you're gonna destroy the wicked? Right. So the Lord was setting them up for their own destruction, man.
Let's say prequel.
Like for real, the Lord was setting them up from the beginning. Like, man, the Lord is so precise. If y'all want to get into it, we can get into it from the beginning. Like, let's go back to the rise of them as a nation, starting with Alexander, right? Somebody get Revelation 6 and 4 real quick. Hold that 13, because we're gonna get all the way to 16. Yeah, bring that out real quick.
This is Jeremiah 51 and 9. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her. Let us go, every one, into his own country, for her judgments reach unto heaven.
And
it is
go ahead.
And it is lifted up even to the skies.
So now ain't no way to heal Babylon. Cause guess what? At the moment when they dropped them bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, that was the entryway to their destruction, man. So now the whole world is fascinated on nuclear fission, right? Bringing forth nuclear weapons on the earth. Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 24. I have laid a snare for
Not yet. Not yet. All right. So now let's go back to somebody else had a precept. Yeah, 6 and 4. Revelation 6 and 4. Let's go back how the Lord set them up, right?
The book of Revelations, chapter 6 and verse 4, is there went out another horse that was red, and power was given it to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth.
Ooh, to take peace from the earth. The only way you can have peace on the earth is if you have righteousness on the earth, right? So power was given unto him to take peace away from the earth. Somebody get Job 9 and 24 real quick. This is how the Lord is setting this devil up to his own demise, man. It's leading him to his own destruction and leading our people to salvation. All the ones that don't follow behind this devil.
This is Job chapter 9, verse 24. It says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
If not, where and who is he? If that ain't the devil, then where and who is he? All right? All right, let's go back to the Revelation 6 and 4, please.
The book of Revelation 6 and 4, and there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword.
Ooh, that great sword is the instrument of destruction. And what was Esau's blessing in Genesis? Was the sword, and for him to take over the whole earth. So now at the moment in Revelations where they cause fire to come from heaven, right? At that moment, he realized he messed up. And at the end, he gonna mess around and find out. Because the Lord gonna show it to him now. So power was given to him to take peace away from the earth. You got a precept?
Daniel 7 and 6. Talking about the leopard.
Yeah. You can bring that.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 7, verse 6. And after this I beheld, and lo, another like a leopard, which had upon the back of it 4 wings of a fowl. The beast had also 4 heads, and dominion was given to it.
And that leopard is talking about Alexander the Great, which the same thing was the rise of Esau given in Revelation 6 and 4, man. So now this is when they started to establish themselves in the earth, right? And the Lord is just leading Esau all the way to his destruction. So now, if the Lord is you don't think the Lord is coming to bring peace. No, he's coming to bring destruction, because to this devil that was placed upon the earth to take peace away from the earth. Because the only peace is going to be given to the children of Israel and of the elect, with that being said. Right, so now going back to Revelation 13 real quick.
Revelation chapter 13, verse 14. And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live.
All right, so now they were to make a system, put a system together, right? That's like Rome, like how they used to. Like how they used to be in the Senate, the Congress, all right, the judicial system, the way they do money, like they were doing coin clipping back in the days, all right. That's what does that do? That creates inflation, all right. They prop up the dollar with quantitative easing. What does that do? Create inflation and depreciates the value of the money. So they're playing money games and money tricks, and what does that do? They have people running behind it. So now this all the things that they've been doing back from the beginning. From the times of Rome, the Lord has brought forth today with the beast, the dragon, and America, the whore that sits on top of the beast, is riding the beast.
Yeah, and them taking peace from the earth again.
Come on, taking peace from the earth again. All right, keep going. So now, this is the Lord showing, man, Revelation 13 shows how the Lord built this whole beast system to pretty much destroy himself and anybody that follows along with him. All the way to the MOTB. Keep going.
Revelation 13 and 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
Right, so now you'll be put to death by not conforming to this system. Once again, taking peace away from the earth and trying to control the people, the mass of the people with fear. But the Lord didn't give us a spirit of fear, because once you understand the truth, you understand the beast for what it is. You understand the dragon for what it is, and you understand the great whore for what it is. Then you understand Babylon for what it is, so you know how to move and conduct yourself. So the Lord is preparing us for that. That's why we have to have the whole armor of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Keep going.
Right, and also, even though they may not be using the guillotine on everybody, what it means right there is talking about leave you out there to die. So once they have the digital system set in place, if you don't take part in it, then they're basically going to leave you out here to die. And then after that, they're going to try to bring the pressure on you and threaten you with death.
And but Yahushua already took away that sting of death, man. Go ahead.
Revelation 13, 16. And he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a thing in their right hand.
So that thing, that thing that they're gonna see in their right hand and in their forehead, right, is the MOTB. And that's crazy. The devil's so diabolical that we have to talk in codes. Like somebody had an idea. What if we do a lesson in pig Latin? You know what I'm saying? Because I mean,
you can't even say kill, they be like unalive.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Bro, it's like so much scheming that this devil puts forth to where like we can't even speak freely the way we want to speak freely. But the Lord is going to find a way for us to be able to do that, because all we are gathering are His, right? We're not gathering the whole world. So the way we have to conjure our speech really doesn't. The Lord's gonna find a way to make the message get out.
Hey, come on, sheep should hear my voice, man. So
right.
No matter the terminology is gonna come out, and those sheep gonna come to that shepherd, man. That's calling out to him.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you know this place is a trap. And this is Babylon, because if we go to Russia, we damn sure can speak against the rainbow community. That's sure is here.
Right. That's here.
They're gonna give you money to speak against that.
It's here.
Right. And they try to put that philosophy throughout the four corners of the earth, man, creating the whole earth to be in the wilderness and be wicked. All right.
And the whole censorship, that's a sign of tyranny within the kingdom. The fact that the citizens of that kingdom can't say certain words for or else this stuff is going to be taken down, or they're going to be reprimanded. It's tyrannical.
Man, listen. All right, so I did a lesson yesterday, I think it was, and it was talking about how with all the America is under fire because of the war in the Middle East, and America's on the brinks, and it just says brinks, the brinks of destruction. I looked up the word brinks, right? Somebody want to look that up real quick? The definition of the word brinks? Brink. It's so funny, man. Man, the Lord is.
He didn't say brink or nothing. He said brink.
He just said brink, right? But they trying to hide. But the Lord is so funny, man. The Lord got a sense of humor. Look at the word brink and the definition, what it means. Come on.
Edge or border of a steep place.
An edge or border of a steep place. Was it Isaiah 47? Come sit down in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. So they're at the edge of their fall. They're at the edge of their destruction, man. And at the first couple of lines of that article, it says when a kingdom is about to fall, the first thing that happened is constitutional crisis. Constitutional crisis. Now you're witnessing that with 2020, what they did in 2020. Lining everybody up at the free throw line, you know what I'm saying, to take them free throws, and with what they're doing now with freedom of speech. Hate speech. Truth becomes hate speech because truth is treason in a world full of lies. Go ahead.
This is Job 14:5. All right, speaking of what the bishop was just pertaining to about those brinks that's set up for Esau, man. They're set up for America, all right? It says, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. All right, and those are the brinks that he's about to get ready to meet, man. A boundary that he cannot pass. All right. What's the word I'm looking? A brink that he can't get past, man. Hey.
Bottom line,
yeah,
it's gonna be, and the crazy part about it, the Lord setting this devil up so crazy that, you know, on the cartoons where road running, when he chased the coyote chasing the road runner, right? The road runner done took off, right? And bent the corner, and the coyote can't bend the corner the way he bent that corner, and he runs straight off the cliff. But he done ran about 5 or 6 steps before he realized he off the cliff, and then he fall.
The brink of the cliff.
The brink of the cliff. And that's how the Lord is setting this devil up to his own demise. And anybody that falls behind what the Lord has for this devil is going to reap that same judgment. That's why the base of the lesson is he that diggeth the pit shall fall therein. So anybody falling behind this devil is going to fall right into that ditch, man.
Hey, Con, like scripture say, if a ruler is wicked, then his servants are also, man. Roughly paraphrasing. So, hey, you guilty by association, man. All right, so if you're following after the God of this world, all right, according to Job 9:24, hey, you're going to get your ass destroyed, man. You know why? Because, hey, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, so you're falling after the wicked instead of falling after the righteous, all right, instead of the one that created the wicked God that's over this world right now, man. Instead of falling after him, you're going to get your ass destroyed right along with him, man. You know?
This is Proverbs 4:16. For they sleep not except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fail, to fall.
And they ain't gonna do nothing. That's what all they want to do. They don't speak. They don't speak unless they're doing mischief, bro. That's it. They don't speak unless they're finding something wicked to do, or some wickedness to put out in the earth, right? To cause our people to err. That's the only time they want to bring speech. Ain't no truth gonna come out their mouth ever, man. That's it. Go ahead.
This is Psalm chapter 52, verse 2. It says, thy tongue devises mischief, like a sharp razor working deceitfully. Thou lovest evil more than good, and lying rather than to speak righteousness, Selah. So just to back up what the bishop was saying about how the border of wickedness, they would rather lie and they would rather bring up things that's detrimental and that'll destroy people. So their tongue devises what all kind of mischiefs, like a sharp razor. I mean, they use their mouth to destroy things and people, and it works deceitfully.
Right.
And rather than good, they love evil, and lying rather than to speak what is right, what is true. And they would rather come up with things and ways to stop the truth.
Right. Yeah, Esau just like a carnal creature that deals with emotions and feelings, kind of like kind of like a woman. Like a woman can destroy everything around her by the words that she says. A man can destroy everything around him by the things that he does. And Esau just says a whole bunch of reckless, hoopla. That's all he talks about. It's hoopla and lies, causing our people to err. Because the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans need to understand that they're the children of Israel. The father's name is Yahweh, son's name is Yahushua. Y'all take your time. Y'all good. Bless y'all. But we're out here for our people, giving them a way out. Because a lot of our people don't even see what's coming. America's about to be destroyed with thermonuclear destruction. The dollar is depreciating. These countries are not using the dollar anymore in the trade market. Go ahead.
This is Isaiah chapter 3, verse 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err and destroy the way of thy paths.
And our people are led by Esau and women. Right. Like a big ass kid, bro.
What they say? Children rule over us.
Right.
You know what does a child do? Let's say if you're making up a game and you playing the game, what does that child do when that child starts to lose? They change the rules so they can win.
Right.
They start throwing tantrums and fits because they don't want to lose.
That's exactly what Esau did.
Hey, but the funny part about it is that's funny that you use that scenario of playing the game. But what Yahweh Shem Yahushua did, he done gave Esau a controller that ain't even plugged in. Cause he think he playing the game, but the Lord is the only one playing this game, man. He playing the game with Esau. He can't even see it. That's the point. Like the Lord is leading him to his own destruction. He can't even fathom it. All right, man, listen, we gotta hurry up and get to that one. You brought yours up? All right, come on. All right, somebody get Proverbs 28:10 real quick.
Proverbs 28:10.
Yeah, let's speed it up a little bit.
There's a problem. Just like that.
This is Proverbs 28:10. Whoso causeth the righteous to go astray in an evil way, he shall fall himself unto his own pit. But the
Now go ahead, because you're going to have to read that again. Go ahead, stop again.
Whoso causeth, this Proverbs 28:10, whoso causeth the righteous to go astray in an evil way, he shall fall himself into his own pit.
And then that's what the Lord is, man, because he has striven against the Lord, causing the Lord's people to err. We just read that. The children that are causing the Lord's people to err are going to fall into that same ditch that they digging for themselves. Man, listen, this is one thing that the mafia used to do back in the day, allegedly. When they finna like somebody within the organization, right, that they finna off, they will make them dig their own grave. They had to dig their own grave, man. And they talking about what they finna do to you. You had to dig your own grave. And that's what the Lord is a true Corleone mob boss. You know? Go ahead.
This is the book of Sirach.
Yes, the Godfather.
This is Sirach 27:26. Whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein, and he that setteth a trap shall be taken therein. He that worketh mischief, it shall fall upon him, and he shall not know whence it cometh.
That's the whole point of the lesson. The Lord is setting him up so dirty. Like listen, if Esau wasn't so wicked, you would kind of feel sorry for him because he can't even see. He don't even know what's gonna happen, man.
Like on a cartoon, somebody digs a hole and they cover it up with leaves and they wait for the other person don't follow. They're like, damn, I just did it, and they'll fall through the hole that they dug themselves.
Hey, all like in the cartoon, you got Esau, they'll be fighting up to get somebody, they think they all mighty and they can't be beat, and they start getting their ass whooped. How could this be? How could it be? Because, hey, you've been deceived, man. You let your pride get you up here when you always been down here, man. So with that being said, hey, how's the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder, man? You know?
Man, listen, bro. And that's, man, the Lord is setting them up dirty, bro.
So, my bad, too.
No,
Something just popped up because a couple years back, people didn't see the destruction. People didn't see, like, it mustering up to America to come to an end. But now you see what wars going on with them with the battle of hate speech. You can see that this place is turning upside down slowly, or not even slowly, quickly, because the Lord says these are just the beginning. So the Lord, it said, whosoever diggeth a pit, he's going to fall therein. Whether it's the next day, the day after, a month after, a year after, this place is still going to go down.
and I was working with that dude. He was in the army. He went over to Iraq, and the native, they were asking him, like, what's going on in America? Oh, this was Trump was in the office and all that. They were talking about the Russian Spygate. And they're like, man, it's not the America we known all this time. There's so much y'all got going on. They're like, y'all house out of order, and that's what it is. The house getting confounded.
Right, and right. So a nation divided within itself cannot stand. And this whole country was brought forth off division. This whole country, America was colonized by the Civil War. First, you had the Revolutionary War, the War of 1812, then the Civil War. I think in that order, right? That happened. That created the colonized United States that we see today. And it's all been what? War after war after war after war after war. What is their whole thing? To divide and conquer, right? And the Lord been dividing and conquering them from the beginning, man. That's why the Lord has many crowns on his head. He done already won. Lord done already won. They still circling the drain, thinking they got like that one last little thing that want to go down and keep coming back up. That's Esau. Huh? Come on.
By taking away their rulership, that's when your house shall get the crown.
Come on.
Right now he got his crown. He glorified in the heavens.
All right. Job 18:5.
This is the book of Job, chapter 18, and verse 5. And it says, "Ye the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine."
Good. So the light of the wicked shall be put out. They ain't gonna be shining. They think they shining right now. All right, because they put darkness for light. That's why they seeming like they shining. But the Lord's gonna how you pinch the candle you pinch the wick of the candle and extinguish the flame. All right. So now the Lord's gonna bring true light to the earth, right? The light of his word and the light of the missiles that's gonna light up the sky. They were showing how the Iron Dome works right now. Watching video footage of how it works, how it does the siren and it shoots those tracers to shoot out all the incoming threats. And you'll see one missile come through and it'll light up the whole sky as the Iron Dome shoots it down in the sky to light up the whole sky. That's what we're gonna see over here. That's Jerusalem. Yeah, in Jerusalem. Yeah, that's what we're gonna see over here, man. It's gonna be so many. Ain't no iron, ain't no steel dome, iron, copper, gold. Ain't no kind of dome gonna protect this place, man.
They forced them to move into the realm of lasers now. They didn't have enough to deal with the Hamas rockets. So that's why America went over there with the ships, so they could bring in manufacturing, so they can make more missiles and give them to them as they shoot them off to use the Iron Dome. So they said, no, they're gonna move towards lasers now. So that means they're gonna have no loss. Like they shoot a missile, they lose a missile.
Yeah.
Shoot a missile, lose a missile. Just straight lasers.
Just straight lasers. That's escalating. That's escalating the type of warfare that we're entering in. It was another a 60 Minutes extra I was watching, and they had an old
Army general.
Yeah, it was the old Army general that was on there, and he was talking about the new age of warfare that pretty much America has brought into play, man.
And they brought that bomb up.
He talked about within the next 10, 15 years, it ain't finna go that long, you know what I'm saying? But they're talking about within the next 10, 15 years, they're gonna have aircraft carriers that hover, like on Avengers, their ship, they're gonna have aircraft. So if he's saying that in that short span of time, then that shit's already been developed. The prototype is already out. They're testing it. All right? So they're testing it. Somebody got Job 18:5. But the Lord is having them ramp up all this stuff. Man, let's get to the meat and potatoes. Yes, they testing all this new age of warfare for this. Somebody get Lord open up his arm. It's sound of battle in the land. Jeremiah 51, I think it is.
This is Jeremiah chapter 50. Verse 22. A sound of battle is in the land and of great destruction.
Of great destruction, man. People don't understand the significance of that Hamas war over there right now. They don't understand the significance of that and what that means for the existence of humanity as we see it.
They treat it like a football game because it's happening far off. They're like, oh, I'm Team Palestine, I'm Team Israel. And they're just like, nah, they're treating it like They're just treating because Esau is just putting in their face as just something to distract them. We're not knowing that America right now is waging war on another country. America is in the third world war is happening right now, and people are being beguiled by other shit.
And also too, like those Ukrainians and Palestinians and whatnot, they feel like America's this safe haven, man. So they feel like they come over here and seek refuge. All right. So with that being said, I was dropped off by a Ukrainian this morning from Lviv. Oh yeah, man, I hope war doesn't come here, this, that, and the third. Oh, it's coming here, man. You know, y'all just see the situation as if a man get free from a lion and the bear met him, you get away from that bear, and you get over here and lean your arm on the wall. Now you're asking to get bit by that snake, man. You know why? Because you thought you were safe over here, but hey, it's 200 million of them finna hit this bad boy, man.
It's a scripture saying that every man shall flee to his own land, his own country. So right now they coming over here as if this place some type of safe haven. But in that time they're gonna be trying to get passports, hopping on boats, and trying to get back to their own land in a way.
Also, they're doing that now too. They're pulling back their ambassadors.
Mm-hmm.
So they're gonna do that here when they really start to go to war with this place. They're gonna get rid of all the ambassadors from Russia, China, all these different places. They're gonna leave and go to their own land.
Yeah.
That's how you know it's a time of war.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was just gonna make a point on one of the Akim said distractions. I don't know who, but I seen a video the other day, and it was going into the fall of the Roman Empire and how they was throwing circuses weekly or every day during the fall of the Roman Empire. Because the people was going to the circuses being distracted by the festivities. Meanwhile, the kingdom is falling, man. So when that destruction was at the door, it was completely unprepared. You know, and that's just how 2/3 here, these other nations gonna be caught up here in America, man. Modern day Rome.
That's right. That's how you know that this is Rome again. And they and you have the Roman Empire again. Look, remember back then they would fight bears, you know, but now they got boxers fighting UFC fighters. Boxers fighting bare knuckles.
It comes to stuff that we would never probably would have even imagined to happen. So now they're using it to distract people. I see stuff like you were just speaking on mixed matching the fights and everything. They doing things that we would never probably imagine to happen now in these critical times to keep the people distracted. Oh man, we gotta watch that. We gotta see this. Oh no, because that'll never happen again. So they so indulged in that. They not worried about the all actuality, the reality of what's going on around the world, man. Why? Just like the brother Gabar said, they focus on the Roman bread and circuses.
But it was a whole bunch of streamers cosplaying prison. They were just pretending to be in prison for the sake of entertainment, for the sake of distracting people.
Right.
So it's having all Trump. Trump. Yeah, they having all these things. But y'all know it's war going on over there. Y'all talking about some no, don't get me wrong. Now I watch football and stuff like that, but I'm not so engulfed into where like I ain't. It's war breaking out over here. You talking about? No, wait a minute. He got to score this touchdown real quick. You know what I'm saying? Like people are so distracted. They have a false sense of what reality really is in these times right now.
Right. Yeah, scripture say use the world without abusing it.
Without abusing it, man.
They're abusing the world. You know, they're abusing the opportunities.
Right, and just because you become an ostrich and stick your head in the sand don't mean the missile ain't gonna hit you in your butt. You're still gonna get struck. You're still gonna get hit some kind of way because you don't matter if you try to ignore it. The Lord's still gonna bring that judgment.
So you got Esau going past the sand into the rock, and they still go get hit.
They still gonna get hit. They gonna say, "Tell the rocks to fall off to hide us from the fierce anger of the Lord, man." But it's gonna be too late by that time because 2/3 of our people they're gonna wish they could have been able to say that. You know. They're gonna wish that this devil that they've been running behind is gonna show his true horns when that time comes, man. All right, so I'm back in that Job 18:5.
This Job 18:5. Yea, the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine. The light shall be dark in his tabernacle.
And that light is what he's been using as trickery on 2/3 of our people and getting them to follow him. Go ahead.
The light shall be dark in his tabernacle, and his candle shall be put out with him. The steps of his strength shall be straightened, and his own counsel shall cast him down.
So they're gonna be divided within themselves, casting each other down, not knowing which way to turn, and not even still ain't gonna realize it's the Lord putting them through all this. Go ahead.
For he is cast into a net by his own feet, and he walketh upon a snare.
Man, can you imagine somebody out there on the dock throwing a cast net? They throwing it out in the water and they reeling themselves in with it. They trapping their own self, man. That's what the Lord is doing, man. It's so slick with it, man. Go ahead.
Then Jen shall take him by the heel, and the robber shall prevail against him.
Just like how just like how Jacob took Esau by the heel. Man, the Lord is setting them up for destruction, man. Go ahead.
Verse 10. The snare is laid for him in the ground, and a trap for him in the way.
All right, let's pause right there real quick. Let's go, let's go back to that, Jeremiah.
All right, this is Jeremiah, chapter 50.
So that snare is laid on the earth for this devil, man. And that snare was laid by who? Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah 50 and 23. How was the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How was Babylon become a desolation among the nations?
Right, man. I remember when I first came into the truth, and I was, talking to somebody, a young lady at work one day, and she could not believe that there was a way that this devil could be taken down.
Oh God.
But I understand. I understand why she believed that, because the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans need to understand that they're the Israelites of the Holy Bible, the Most High Yahweh's chosen people. But being in this world, like, everybody treats us like we're garbage. So yeah, it's hard to believe that this devil's going to be taken down to some people until that light is presented to them of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, the power of the Almighty that creates and destroys whatever He wants. Go ahead.
Verse 24, Jeremiah 50. I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou was not aware.
Right, and they're not even, America was not aware the moment that they caused fire to come down from heaven. That was the moment that the Lord's like, okay, that's it. That's the way they're gonna be destroyed. Now, the Lord wrote it out that way. Now, but when that happened, shit started moving. That was them leading them to their own destruction. Go ahead.
Go on what you just said. When they caused fire to come down from heaven, that put a fear in the other nations, saying, all right, that you got it. But at the same time, the poor and afflicted here in America also said, damn, yeah, we can never go up against the American government. We can never get out of our captivity. May as well just stay here, try to be as good as try to be the best American we can be now.
Right. It took a lot of, by them doing that, it put a lot of fear in the hearts of the other nations and people that were here in America that are oppressed, man, because they felt like there was no way out.
World War II basically established America as a world power.
Right, so now what you want to do? You want to be on the winning team. That's what 2/3 of our people started falling behind this devil, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, World War II gave it its power. World War III gonna take away its power.
Very simple, man. The Lord had set up a snare for thee, and that was taken and was not aware. Keep going.
Verse 25. No, 24 Salakia of Jeremiah 50. I have laid a snare for thee. Thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou was not aware. Thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai.
How is he striven against the Lord? Let's find out one of the ways. Hey, can we get that Proverbs 28 and 10 again? Oh, go ahead.
All right, this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 4, verse 19. The way of the wicked is as darkness. They know not at what they stumble.
Because they can't see what's in front of them. You want to speak on it?
Con, that just go back to the brother Arakah, know what I'm saying, precept, man. They ain't gonna see what's it come from, man. This devil, the so-called Caucasian race, man, they're gonna be blindsided by this destruction, man. Because they still sit here and believe, nothing's gonna happen to them.
Hey, Con, thou pride has deceived thee. They feel like nobody can bring them down, man. Hey, in all actuality, you been being brought down since you were thinking you was up.
Right. Hey, man, listen. When they lift their nets upon the stars, that's how they become. When they start putting them satellites up in the air, right in the book of Obadiah, that's the beginning of their downfall. Really, the beginning of their downfall was when Yahushua came on the earth. For real. Right. So just like what was that? Rush Hour, was it 1 or 2? where Chris Tucker was in the middle of all them Chinese dudes, and one of them kicked him in the face, like, which one of y'all kicked me? That's how it's gonna be with Esau. Esau ain't gonna be no where them blows coming from, man. Go ahead.
Hey, this is Jeremiah 50 and 14. Put yourselves in array against Babylon, round about, all ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua.
That takes us right back to our point, because first one says she striven against the Lord. She has sinned against the Lord also. Go ahead with that.
This is Proverbs chapter 20, verse 10.
28 and 10.
Oh, 28 and 10.
Yeah. All right, go ahead.
This is Proverbs 28 and 10. Whoso causeth the righteous to go astray in an evil way, he shall fall himself into his own pit.
Right. So he's striven against the Lord and causing the righteous to turn into an evil way. He was set up for that, man. That's exactly what the Lord set him up for. Hey, the Lord has made all things to himself, even the wicked for the day of evil. You know? Go ahead.
14 of verse 25.
But the upright shall have good things in possession.
So that's why we keep our mind focused on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, because we will have good things. Thinking that you're going to have good things following after sitting down at the trying to be partakers of the king's meat is going to lead you to destruction, man.
Yeah, we have good things.
Come on.
The word, the truth.
Come on.
The Lord gave us the armor. We have a bunch of good, righteous things in our possession. That goes with Revelation 12. The woman with wisdom.
Well, with the moon, yeah.
That means the sun and the moon and the stars under her feet. That means that's her foundation. It belongs to her. It belongs to Israel. So the righteous is going to have good things, righteous things in possession. That's our possession. He said, "I know thy works and thy poverty, but thou art rich."
Right.
So we have treasure, man.
So that's why we don't heap up treasures upon earth, man. We store our riches in heaven. Go ahead.
You want me to continue with put yourself?
Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Hey, let me borrow something.
Continue with putting yourselves in array. Go to the Lord open his weapons of his armor.
Lord welcome the weapons of his armor. So this, with the setting the scene, what's happening is we're talking about how, you know, all these different types of weapons and stuff that's been brought upon the earth, right? And who's bringing them? It's Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua that's bringing them, all the way from the time he blew up he created the smith to blow up the coals and the fire to bring forth a weapon for his works, man. Go ahead.
All right, this is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 25. It says, "The Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, hath opened his armory and brought forth the weapons of his indignation. For this is the work of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, God of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans."
So that's what's going to happen. The Lord's going to open up everything, man. He's going to, it ain't going to be the mystery box like on Call of Duty, like you don't know what's going to come out of it. The Lord is going to open up this. The Lord is opening up his weapons because he's the Lord of hosts. That word host means armies, man. So ain't nothing that Esau can create that the Lord cannot destroy, man. Somebody give me that was it?
No, but it just depends on when you want to stop it.
Let's pause it right there. Let's go back to Job 18 and 5. Wherever y'all left off who was reading it.
Job 18. You want me to start up back at 10?
Yeah, wherever you left off at.
Job 18 and 10. The snare is laid for him in the ground, and a trap for him in the way. Terrors shall make him afraid on every side.
And that's what the Lord has set up for him. The Lord has said terrorists shall make him afraid on every side. Because right now Esau got his chest poking out because, you know what I'm saying, all the nuclear weapons that they have. All right, you got Russia being the top holder of nuclear weapons. Second is America, third is China. Right? Now, with that being said, now the United States think because they got the beast, they got NATO backing them, they got the funding from the European Union, you know, they got the religious help from the Vatican, they got all these things to help them conform their system that controls and deters the mind of the people and bleeds all the hope out of humanity that was once thought that was put in them, but only the elect of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua are going to be preserved, and that hope is not going to be taken away. Right? Go ahead. But the hope of the wicked, right? Once you see Esau's knees start trembling, oh, that's when the whole world finna be like, oh, whoa, what's going on? Let's go ahead.
Proverbs 18:11. Terror shall make him afraid on every side, and shall drive him to his feet. His strength shall be hunger bitten.
You mean Job 18:11?
I'm slocky, Job. That's what I said. His
Hunger bit.
Come
They got to fight on every side.
on. Just like who was it Assyria? Or huh? Yeah. Nineveh had to fight on every side. America's a spiritually Nineveh. They're witnessing having to fight these fights just like that. Go ahead.
They had to fight the Medes, and they had to fight the New Babylonian Empire.
Come.
Job 18:12. His strength shall be hunger bitten, and destruction shall be ready at his side.
His strength shall be hunger bitten, and destruction shall be ready. And now we're witnessing that. Listen, these military bases that America has on these different continents are being attacked right now. And the more this Hamas war builds up, the more attacks are going to be on these American bases, all the way to the point where it's going to reach American soil, man. All right, somebody get Isaiah 14:9 real quick.
It's Isaiah chapter 14, verse 9. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirreth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth.
Boom, it stirs up the dead, even all the chief ones of the earth. All these other nations are rising up against America, man. All these other nations are rising up. You see America losing its hegemony in the earth. And it was a setup by the Lord all the way from the beginning. All right? Go ahead.
This is the book of Revelations, chapter 17 and verse 16. This is pertaining to the fall of the whore. And it says, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, he shall hate the whore and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. For Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua hath put it in their hearts to fulfill his will, and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua shall be fulfilled.
So just think about how that's worded. Now, the first sense it talks about how those nations that gave their power unto the beast, right, turned and hate the whore. And then later on, it says, the power was given unto the beast. So now, that power that was given unto the beast by these other nations, right, they're going to turn and hate America and despise America. And you witnessed that, you kind of sort of witnessed that being happening at the beginning of the Russia-Ukraine war, when Russia cut off the gas supply to Europe. Once they did that, like, they had to use other resources to get gas to warm their houses and things like that. Imagine if that type of pressure is applied again this coming winter. Right? See, these other nations are applying pressure on other parts of the world, that because of America and their sanctions and their involvement on these other continents, all right, not keeping them at home, enlarging their desires as hell and is as death. All these things, all this wickedness and the hell that America's bringing on the earth, it's affecting these other nations, even the ones that they're allied with.
Look, that's what started it. Russia did something, I forget what it was, and America said sanctions. Russia said, fuck that. Went to Ukraine. And America has been doing sanctions this whole time, and even Americans don't really know what sanctions are. They just be like, all right, sanctions. All right, embargo, you talk shit. Americans don't really know what that is. The nations do, because America controls that economic flow. But now America doesn't have that power anymore. It's being taken away.
Right. So now think about it. Sanctions is what brought Japan in World War II. Because they were crushing the Japanese economy. They had no, because America was trying to enter into the war. And they felt like that was the only way they could get into it, right? So just so happened, somebody wasn't on post and they couldn't see the Japanese plane coming, and now Pearl Harbor got bombed. America was trying to enter into that war because why? They wanted to leave as being a powerhouse nation. The Lord set that up to lead them to their own destruction, man. All right, so let's go to we just did Isaiah 14:9. All right, so now let's turn it up a notch a little bit more. So that's why we bring that out real quick.
This is Proverbs chapter 16, 17, 18, verse 10. The name of the Lord Yahweh is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe.
So that's what we got to be focused on, man. Having the Father's name sealed in our foreheads, man. Sealed, meaning not being able to be taken out. Having the Father's name and everything that comes along with it.
Yeah, not being a slugger and taking a slow stroll. He said running.
Running to the tower of the Lord, man, to seeking that protection, right? And not only do we get protected, right, we get suited up for battle. Right? Even listen, no matter where it's not like a physical tower that you run in there and you just sit there. No, that tower follows you wherever you go and protects you, man. We're protection, a moving tower. Everywhere we go, that tower comes along with us.
Ooh, that's
that covering comes along with us.
Ezekiel chapter 1, where it talks about wherever the creature went, the chariot followed him.
Man, that covering
that chariot was gone.
Yeah, that covering followed along with it, man.
Yeah, that goes with 1446
Gun. So yeah, the Exodus, man. All right. His hand covers us all, man. All right. Somebody get Psalms 124 and 7. Proverbs 12 and 26.
You said Psalms. Proverbs 126.
Yeah. Proverbs 12 and 26. And Psalms
124 and 7. Our soul is escaped as a bird out of the snare of the fowlers.
So now when we escape from the grips of Esau and come into the bosom of the Lord, right? The bosom of Abraham, right? We escape like this. Go ahead.
Our soul is escaped as a bird out of the snare of the fowler.
That's why I say flee out of the midst of Babylon and every man save his soul, man. Go ahead.
The snare is broken and we are escaped. Our help is in the name of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai,
that
strong who made
tower.
heaven and earth.
That strong tower, man. So that's how we stay, that's how we maintain our integrity all the way to the end, bro, and understand that the Lord is gonna protect us. We know he's gonna bring the judgment for those who say, well, you're gonna be here too. Yeah, you're right. I'm gonna be here, right? But let's see what my end is gonna be and what your end is gonna be. You keep that same energy and that same way of thinking when this destruction comes. And when you see the elect being lifted up in the church, you're gonna be around here, Wisdom of Solomon number 5. Go ahead. Proverbs 12 and 26.
This is Proverbs chapter 12, verse 26. It says, the righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduces them.
All right, so now the righteous are more excellent than his neighbor, the way of the wicked seduces him. That's why we got to constantly come out here and teach on the highways and byways. That's why we got to constantly do these videos, right? For the ones that are trying to be sealed in the Lord, we have to give them a direction, a way to go, right? Because they're being seduced every single day by the wiles of the devil. So we got to help them get, we learn how to suit up and put on our armor. We have to teach them how to put it on also, man. Go ahead.
The book of Zechariah, chapter 11 and verse 4. Thus said the Lord, my power, feed the flock of the slaughter, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. And they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not.
That's our people. Right. That'll lead our people. That's the false leaders of our people that'll lead our people to shame, man. All right, falling behind those shepherds that are set up by Esau. All right, go ahead. Somebody got Go ahead.
146. And 2. While I live, I will praise Yahweh. I will sing praises unto my power while I have any being. Put not your trust in princes, nor in the Son of Man, in whom there is no help.
Right.
His breath goeth forth. He returneth to his earth. Talking about basic humans, man. You know, why are you gonna trust them?
Yeah.
And that every day his thoughts perish.
Right. The thoughts of the wicked perish on a daily basis, man.
On a daily basis, all their plans, the Lord is like, nah, we're gonna do it. He said, if you want to make the Lord laugh, tell him your plans. His breath goeth forth. What's like it? Happy is he. They said we're gonna be here with him when the destruction comes. But the difference is our hope is in Yahweh. Happy is he that hath Yahweh, the God of Jacob, for his help, whose hope is in Yahweh, his power, which made heaven and earth and the sea and all that therein is, which keepeth truth forever, which executeth judgment for the oppressed, which giveth food to the hungry. Yahweh looseth the prisoners, man. All right, so yeah.
So that's what our hope is gonna be when they talk about, oh, y'all still gonna be here too. But hey, like the elder was saying earlier, when that MOTB is set up, they're gonna use tactics like they're gonna leave you out here for dead. They're gonna leave you like you know what I'm saying. What you gonna do now? You gonna take that, or you gonna what's up? You gonna are you gonna be out here starving?
Yeah, that's the time. What's it?
Our temptation.
Our temptation.
Our temptation. But the Lord said, ye shall be hungry, but my servants shall eat. We're gonna be eating good, bro. Like I'm talking about eating so good, rubbing our stomach.
Yeah, I made it dark.
Rubbing our stomach, like we might feel a little bit of hunger pain, but like we gonna be spiritually so in tune to Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. A little growling of the stomach ain't gonna mean nothing.
Hey, even in so much as we have the common human knowledge to know that we as humans don't have to eat every day. We don't have to eat all the time every day. So we still growls like we got some fat cells on our body. We good.
Well, I ain't doing nothing but fasting. That's
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
That's it, bro.
But the common everyday McDonald's eating person can't. Oh nah, I haven't eaten.
For real. May I add, just to back up with the what Quan and the brothers, Brother Zariah said, these restaurant chains, such as McDonald's, Burger King, and others, they're now filing Chapter 11 bankruptcy. And they're going out of business because the products that they once sold is now becoming too high for them to purchase. So just like the brother Zariah was saying, for those who love to eat McDonald's and stuff, well, the Lord taking one of the main chains down. You know, he taking it down. So guess what? That go into famine.
That's really the main source of eating for a lot of people. A lot of people don't have the patience and time and mental capacity to really buy ingredients and actually cook.
But well, because of fast food, a lot of people don't know how to cook.
And also too, with that, by that being an American franchise, all right, when that's taken away, shit, that's gonna cause the people to go ape shit, man. Because once the whole ordeal with Russia went on, they took away the franchise McDonald's from over there, and then you had Russians going crazy. Why? Because they couldn't get their McDouble and shit. So what more for greedy ass Americans, man, when they come over here? You know, oh man, I can't go get this, I can't. Oh, select. But yeah, man, they just go shit chicken with their head cut off, man. Why? Because they can't get the things that was at their disposal. All right, how it used to be, man.
Fast. No, that's the thing. What do Chinese stores do when they run out of money? Restaurants.
Who said that? Who said that?
Somebody, I got one more scripture. When somebody get Proverbs 20 and 25.
This is Proverbs.
Hold on, wait.
McDonald's looking for that forever meat from Bill Gates.
Oh, yeah. That's why they implemented the Impossible Whopper and all that.
Yeah, con. That's why Tyson just bought the little patent for the integrate insects with their food and shit.
They ain't gonna shut it down. They gonna downgrade. Then they gonna shut it down.
Oh yeah, that's what back in the 90s and going into the early 2000s when we were rebranding Taco Bell. Allegedly, they were using the beef was cut with horse meat.
Dog food like that.
Yeah, they started cutting it to make it cheaper.
Coin clipping.
Hey, it's even with that being said, it's like a lot of people every day go grabs. It's not actual food. For instance, like crab singles, it's not labeled as cheese. It's called crab singles because it's not enough contents of cheese in it for it to be called cheese, man. You know, Pringles chips. Well, Pringles, all right, they're not called chips because they're not potatoes, you know? So, hey, even with that being said, the things that we eat, that's why, hey, you got to look into these things, man.
That's why I'm going to make my own chips, man. Damn all that, man. I ain't got time. Hey, Proverbs 20 and 25.
This is Proverbs chapter 20, verse 25. Proverbs chapter 20, verse 25. It is a snare to the man who devoureth that which is holy, and after vows to make an inquiry. It's like it.
Read it again.
Proverbs chapter 20, verse 25. It is a snare to the man who devoureth that which is holy, and after vows to make inquiry.
So it is a snare to the man that devoureth the holy, man. We done read earlier how it said that he's striven against the Lord, man. Esau was set up to be the whooping stick to Israel for our transgressions. He didn't show us any mercy. So therefore the Lord's not going to show him any mercy. And the Lord has set him up for his own destruction, man.
Hey, that's like that movie Book of Eli. You know, after Esau finally caught up with him at that house, you know what I'm saying? He shot him, and then as he was standing over, he said, "Pray for me." You know what I'm saying? He devoured that which is holy. That man, Denzel Washington playing that character in that movie, the Book of Eli, being the righteous, and Esau trying to slay him to get the sword, to get these scriptures. He said so he eventually, after he shot him, he wanted to take the Bible, so because ain't nobody knew about the scripture. He wanted to take the Bible so he could preach that prosperity doctrine again. But the Lord ain't have him give him the scripture. So when he shot him, he said, "Hey man, pray for me, like pray for your enemies, man. You know, just try to make an intercession or afterwards."
Yeah.
Answer the point.
Pretty much. And then when he opened the book and found it was in Braille, that was a trap. That was a trap, man. That was a trap.
It's like Esau trying to take part in Jacob's blessing.
Come.
They want to take away our blessing.
Can't be grafted into the olive tree.
That's right, brother.
That was Yahweh
They can't understand the spirit.
Now I'm just saying that was Yahweh Bashim. I was laughing. He opened up the book and seen it was Braille. That was the Lord laughing at me. Gotcha.
Even more that his wife, she was blind. He was like, "Hey, you know," she was like, "Nah, I forgot to brought Braille." Damn, my bad, bro.
Can't read it.
She can read it. Like, matter of fact, I can see that.
All right, you got precept, go ahead.
This is Luke chapter 10, verse 24. For I tell you that many prophets and kings have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard them. The prophets and kings have desired to see the times that we living in right now, to see the kingdom of the wicked be destroyed, to hear news that the kingdom of the wicked is being brought down from outside forces. Ultimately, that outside force is Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, but to see these other once weak nations rise up and say they're strong and go against this beast and go against this place and bring it down.
And that's beautiful, man. And we get to witness and see it. You know, we didn't get to see it in those bodies that we're in when we were prophesying on the earth in the past. But the Lord is giving us our reward today, being able to be in these new refined bodies, which is going to be changed into the extraterrestrial bodies that will not ever sin again and will never piss the Lord off to have to worry about being in this position ever again. And that's the beautiful part about it, man. And that's what we're fighting for, man. We're fighting for our people that has had the fight knocked out of them and giving them hope, man. It's like how Yahweh Bashim Yahushai gave us hope. Any more precepts? All right, go ahead.
All right, this is the book of James, chapter 1 and verse 12. Blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord hath promised to them that love him. Con, and I just brought that out to back up the point of the bishop, man. You know, when the Lord shows up, he's going to have that crown, you know what I'm saying, in his hand, man. And he's also going to crown us with that life, man, that everlasting life that he promised to them that love him, man.
And that's beautiful. Okay, ain't nothing that this wicked devil can offer you that can anywhere near amount to that, man. All right, so they can have their blessings on this side, and we'll get the reward of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Any more precepts?
I got one.
All right, go ahead.
This is Proverbs chapter 28, verse 17. It says, "A man that doeth violence to the blood of any person shall fly into the pit. Let no man stay him." And it says, if any man does violence to the blood of any person, we have the bloody man that has done violence to quite a lot of people, especially Jake in particular, the children of Israel. It says, but if he does it to any person, he shall fly to the pit. Meaning he's finna go down very quickly. And let no man stay here, meaning ain't nobody gonna save him, ain't nobody gonna hold it up, ain't nobody gonna stop him.
He gonna watch you fly right on down to the pit, Esau, and ain't nobody gonna do nothing about it.
You're gonna sit there and even your widow shall not mourn you. Any more precepts? We good? All right. Lord willing, this lesson would edify and serve its purpose for the hopeful elect, the ones that truly believe in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. And we're gonna give all praise and glory to the Father and His Son in the holy true name. Kal, Halayim, La, Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Rakah, Quadash, Ma'amah. Double honor to the elder apostles, the great millstone, and our elder Herawan as well. Salutations to the Akim that are pushing the truth and sincerity and truth. And peace and blessings to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Shalom.
Shalom.
Well, it ain't cold out here. Tighten up.
I'm about to say, bro, what?
What they say? It's a little